Yes. Okay, I first want to say this ring has only been on air one time. There are only about 240 of them to go around. You are saving almost $100 off of the regular QVC price by nabbing the sale price. Choosing either over here, the sterling silver hammered disc ring, and do you see all those stones around it? It is almost a quarter carat of full cut round pave set diamonds, not crystals, not diamond ink. And my favorite, because I do love a great two-tone, is over here, 14 karat gold with the 925 sterling, with the almost quarter carat of full cut diamonds, turning it sideways. That is some of the most signature detail work that they do. Glides on the finger like a dream. And I mean, Angela, when you see diamonds alongside sterling silver, and the two prices on the screen represent, obviously, the 14 karat gold with the sterling is a little bit more, but both represent a huge, huge leap from the QVC price. The gold choice is $125 savings. So tell me about this one.
So this was really inspired by giving you this really beautiful classic silhouette that almost gives the illusion that there's a gemstone in the center, but we did our signature hammer texture. It is our most reflective of textures. It is, beautiful. It reflects and bounces the light, and it just dances and moves on your finger. And we wanted to give you both options. We wanted to give you an all sterling moment that looks clean, it looks bright and white, and then we wanted to give you a mixed metal moment, and that center hammered is going to be where that 14 karat gold is. It is solid. It is not painted over sterling silver, so that's casted separately and then added to this piece. But what I love most about when we bring you diamonds and 14 karat gold is we're not skimping on the sterling silver. We're not compromising it and giving you a little bit because we're making it high end. We still give you beautiful moments like our basket weave texture in there, and then we get to celebrate the 14 karat gold and diamonds too along with it.
I adore the presence on the finger. I love a cocktail ring. I love it to look like I'm wearing a salad plate on my finger. I want it to almost look like I'm going to open the lid of this ring and whisper into it as if I'm some sort of spy and there's a microphone inside. Like, I want something giant and presence filled. But the marriage of the hammering, which when it hits the light gives sparkle, and then that orbital surround of pave diamonds is magnificent. In fact, I'm not great with the ruler because, as you know, I'm not really like a jewelry host per se, so forgive me. And now it's upside down and I'm showing you centimeters and who works in centimeters. So just give me a second. Hopefully even upside down you can see what we're looking at here. But like, that is spectacular in size. And I actually love it on an index finger. But even on like a ring finger, you don't even have to get close to it to see it. It's so prominent and really good looking. I know a lot of the basket weave and the sukhothai and is signature to the brand. So can you take me on the deeper dive of that?
Yes, absolutely. So our basket weave texture was inspired by our trip to Africa, and there was this beautiful moment of these women, and they were weaving baskets alongside the river for the fishermen to collect fish in. And so we took that back to our artisans, and really that's where the basket weave texture was born. And it has been one of your favorite textures, and I love how we can do it in so many different iterations. So you'll notice that the shank is a little bit more puffed and larger, and then all the way around the hammer details and the diamonds, like the setting of the ring is a little bit thinner and finer. So there's a lot of different applications we can do with our textures as well.
And by the way, the 14 karat gold choice, which is the slightly more expensive one, but don't stop right there. You're still saving $125 off of the QVC price for whatever we have remaining, which, as we started this presentation saying, in sizes 5 through 11, we don't have much. A quarter carat of diamonds. Guys, a quarter carat of diamonds, forget the sterling silver and the ring itself. A quarter carat of diamonds, you would be lucky to be able to pay the price on your screen for, just the diamonds. But the other thing with the 14 karat gold, going very quickly, it's very clever, Angela, how you guys hammered the dome medallion in the center. The hammering is very strategic and intentional. It's at once rustic, but because the hammer, the dimples in the hammering are just the right size, when it catches the light from far enough away, it almost looks like a full cut, brilliant gemstone. So you're getting so much presence here.
You are, and I love the way that we use our different textures, to their strengths, and so that's why we put that hammer texture in the center, and then we bezel set it too. So there's that beautiful thin bezel set around the hammer texture, and then as well around the pave diamonds that I think just gives it this really super clean, polished look. That just it finishes it off. It looks so nice. And another thing that I love about this too, Sean, is that it's nice and low profile. Like I'm working with my hands all day and I'm banging my hands around, so I always appreciate a ring that looks amazing on the finger, but isn't going to snag and catch on things too.
Such a good point. By the way, here's how all of these little treasures come. The greatest jewelry comes in little velvet bags, like honestly sitting in the center of a grand tiny little box. So everything about this brand is really beautifully couture finished and done. And of course, if we're dealing in diamonds, then we're dealing with precious metals, 14 karat golds, and the highest of high end within our fine jewelry. Now, speaking of precious metals,